Ready?
Ready?
Good. Okay, first of all, introduce yourself.
My name is Thanh Quang. I'm currently a student, and for better understanding, you can call me Andrew.
Okay, that's good, Andrew. Now I'm going to ask you a couple of questions. Are you ready? Well, the first question is, the first topic is about sport. Okay, tell me please, what do you do to keep fit?
Well, I do light exercise every day, just some jumping around the house or doing morning exercises in front of my house, in the garden. Just simple as that.
Good. Are you good at sport?
No, not really, but I always try my best. I prefer team sport like football, volleyball, although I'm not good at it, but I enjoy it. I play it for fun.
Good. What sports do you play?
I I do not play much sport because there are numbers of sport I play. I can count it like 3 or 4 sports like football, volleyball, badminton, and tennis.
What is the most popular sport in your country?
I think the most popular sport in my country is without a doubt football. Like the national football team Vietnam is on their way to getting the qualifiers of World Cup, and the hype for that is actually rising every day.
Good. What are the best ways to keep fit?
Well, to me personally, I often do some exercises, like morning exercises, some like swinging my hands or swinging my legs. But I think that jogging is the most suitable way to keep fit.
Do you think most people consider exercise choir, or do they find it fun?
Actually, it depends. Of course, some people might find doing chores fun because they enjoy it when they're having a lot of free time and they don't want to do anything. But some like to do other things to keep fit.
What is the most popular form of exercise in your country?
Well, from my observation, I guess it's jogging. Every day I ride my bike to the park or near the state stadium. I often see some middle-aged men and women running around the park, and I think it is actually a good way for them to keep fit.
Great. Let's talk about healthy and lifestyles, okay? First question, do you think people in your country are less healthy than they used to be?
No, I disagree with that idea. Well, in fact, Vietnamese people has become more healthier than that of like 50 years ago when our country was still in poverty and everything was undeveloped. And now everything we have enough food. We can contain many nutrients and so.
Good. How can we encourage young people to stay healthy?
I guess my knowledge doesn't allow me to answer this question properly, but I think the most efficient way to encourage people to to exercise is being set an good example for them. Let them know the 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 disadvantages of not exercising or staying at the same place all day.
Okay. And last question: should governments or another question I should ask you. Okay, enough about health. I want to ask you something different. Okay, let's talk about family a little bit. Tell me something about your family.
I'm currently living in a nuclear family, which consists of 4 members: my father, my mother, my brother, and I. We are actually really close to each other, to be honest, and there is not much conflict happening every day.
Good. What are you close to in your family?
I guess the one that I'm close to is my mother, since she is the one that I admire most, and she is always with me in the hardest time, or even when the time is not so rough.
Okay, great. Now I'm gonna give you a question. Okay, you have 2 minutes to think about that and prepare.
Okay.
What's the question? I forgot the question. Okay. Okay. I hope it's understandable. Okay, you've got 2 minutes. 1 minute for preparing. Go. You can put it under. And time's up. Okay, start.
I guess the person that I admire the most is indeed my mother, since she is normally the closest person that I have ever in contact with. And she's also the person that I love, that I love and respect. I still remember when a time when I was lost in the supermarket. I was completely terrified by how large people were here, and I was almost crying. But I tried my best not to cry and wait for my mother. And then things come. My mother came and took me home. She's even congratulated me on not crying and staying at the same place for her to come. And yeah, and also there was a time my academic results was terribly low. Like I remember her face. She was her face was full with sadness. But she looked at me and she smiled. She said that everything will be okay, and I believe that you can do this again one more time. And then I took it as an motivation, and again I completely did out the best in the test with flying color.
Okay, good. This is awesome actually. 2 minutes left. Yeah, good. Time's up. Listen, Andrew, everything is fine? No, kind of fine.
Kind of.
Kind of fine, yeah. Just try to be more confident. Are you nervous or something?
Yes, to be honest, I am really nervous now for some reason. Just maybe I didn't sleep in the last hour.
No, okay, I got it. No, well, I think you've got a test in a month, right?
Yeah.
Just try to make same problem as Rosie actually. Yeah, try to make your sentences. You don't use parasite words. That's cool. That's very great. That's great. And try to make your sentences kind of full but shorter. Yeah, try to speak briefly. Yeah, try to speak briefly, and but everything is fine. And grammar, little bit about grammar again.
Okay.
Yeah. Just repeat all of it, yeah, and I think you will pass the exam. It will be, everything will be fine. Good. Okay, better. Good. And can you call